Alright, so I had made another video previously about mass airflow. Actually, about lean codes. I was getting both lean codes on both banks, so the P0171 and 174. I was getting both of those, and I had, I had checked all the all the vacuum lines, even the lines that went to the brake booster, and everything, and not everything, but like the stuff that the obvious stuff when I looked online to check. I changed the mass airflow sensor as well with the aftermarket, a cheapie. So the reason I made the second video was because I misspoke a little bit. The last video that I said that it was the EGR valve, which can also cause a lean code, but I've made the video because it was actually the PURGE valve, which is connected to the evap system, and that can also cause a lean code, and that's actually what I cleaned. I'll try to post a video. I'm not really like, I don't know if I can post a video, but it was the actual PURGE valve that I cleaned. I took off and cleaned. But here's the thing, also when I did that, I had also cleaned the original MAF sensor, and then I had cleaned it really good, and I had let it dry really good, so I had reinstalled that. I took the aftermarket out, and I put the original back in. I checked vacuums again. I tightened up a few little hoses that seemed to be a little loose, but nothing major. And I also put that red line fuel system cleaner. I had just put it in, so I hadn't even run it yet. So then I cleared the codes. I cleared that purge valve as well. I didn't let it dry that well. Actually, I sprayed it up pretty well, tapped it a little bit, and then I let it dry a little bit while I did other stuff, and then I installed it back on after about 10 minutes. But I didn't run the car right away. Maybe I did start it. And then I cleared the codes. And then the next day is when I went and got gas, because I was low on gas. I went and got gas and put the treatment in. And then I drove it that night. And I drove it like from the valley, San Fernando Valley, to Inglewood, to SoFi Stadium. And I thought for sure that the code was gonna come back, because I was convinced at that point still that it was the injectors, because I had already changed the fuel pump and nothing changed. The code came back. So I was like, again, because I had done all the other stuff already aside from the EGR and the purge valve, checked all the vacuum lines and all that good stuff. So then again, I drove to Inglewood thinking that the code was gonna come up, and it never did. Now, it could have been the mass airflow, it could have been the purge valve, or it could have been a blocked injector. I'm not sure how strong that power red line cleaner is. I mean, because I had put the whole bottle in, but I also filled the tank up, so it was like 17 gallons, so it was pretty, like, it was at it where they want you to dilute it to. But it could have been any of those three. But to be fair, I don't think it was the mass airflow sensor, because I had tried to clean the original one previously. I took it off, cleaned it, and then put it back on, and the codes came back. So then I bought an aftermarket, and that still didn't fix it. So obviously it wasn't the mass flow airflow sensor wasn't faulty. So I just put the original back. So it was either between the injectors getting cleaned super ultra fast, which I doubt, because if it's clogged up causing a lean code, I doubt it's gonna like unclog that fast, like within a few miles. Again, I'm not an expert, but I don't feel that that's possible. considering they want you to run the whole tank and drive it for like 2 hours or some shit. But anyway, so then that leads me to believe that the purge valve that I did clean with this cleaner here, that was the one that was faulty. Because, and I'll say that, I mean, here's one of the reasons I believe that was because while I was driving it before I fixed it, because it's been like this for a few months, and I didn't drive it that much, but when I did, there were times where I noticed, like when I got out of the car, or like there was gas fumes, like it smelled like gas, and I was thinking it was the injectors were leaking. But as I was doing my diagnostics, like all the times that I checked the injectors, they were never leaking. There was never no leaks or any smell of gas from the injectors. Like, but there was times where it smelled like gas a lot, and I thought like, oh wow, that's kind of concerning. So, you know, EGR valve and purge valve. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's other videos on how to check to see if those are bad, because I really didn't test it. I just took it off and installed it from the vehicle, cleaned it, whatever I said. But yeah, so I hope that helps somebody. And I just wanted to clarify that, because I didn't mention it was the purge valve, and I think that's important because that's a whole nother part. Thank you. Like and subscribe.